Namaskar and welcome you all in this today's session. This today's session is on strategic management. In this today's session, we will discuss on the introduction of strategy and the evaluation of strategy. How, what, when the strategy works. Basically, each and every organization wishes to design this strategy for itself or for its growth. If an organization needs or wants to design a strategy, first the organization they have to fix the goal. So to achieve the goal, each and every organization go to design a strategy. This strategy basically is designed for the customers, because customers are the major crunch via through this goal is achieved. Basically, this strategy is designed for each and every domain's policy. In a manufacturing unit, we have 4 domains. First, that is HR, marketing, operations, and finance. Each and every fundamental department, they have the policies. So basically, strategies are designed to follow the same policies and bring the success. So strategies are designed against each and every policies to achieve. Basically, this strategy is implemented by the people. By the people means, basically, people means the employee, the organization's employees. They implement the strategy, and for each and every strategy implementation, there is a process. So, the stage from goal to here, it is known as planning. The stage from the strategy till this, it is known as implementation, and the whole process is evaluation. This is nothing but formulation, strategy formulation, and overall strategic control or feedback. This is a simple flow chart to understand what is strategy, how it works. So every strategy, when the organization wants or wishes to design the strategy, they have to first fix the goal. And when they fix the goal, then they get the depth of how to achieve those goals. So for that sake, the strategies are designed for the customers to attract and to purchase more and more, or to buy more and more the goods or products or services from the organization. And each and every domain, they has a policy, and these policies are followed by the strategies, and then they achieve the goal. And who implements the strategy? The people. That is a certain process. So from the goal to this, it is a planning, then formulation of the strategy, then implementation of the strategy, and evaluation. This all is covered by the feedback. It is controlled by the feedback. So this is the strategy. Now one thing happens, especially previously this subject was called as business policy and strategic management. So simultaneously or similar, this is a similar word. Some they utter strategy and some they utter policy. Though they utter strategy or policy, but there is a slight difference in strategy and policy. Basically, with a good example, I would like to share this example. This is nothing but the chessboard. This is nothing but the chessboard. There are two players, one another opponent over here. This is nothing but the policy. Policy means the boundaries within which we have to work or within which we have to play. It may be verbal or it may be in written, the policies. So policy is nothing but the guidelines to work, that is a policy, or the boundaries within which we have to work is the policy. And strategy is nothing but the bunch or set of plans or tactics which we utilize via following these policies to achieve a success. Though the policies are same to the two players, the one and opponent, basically they have 8 pawns. Pawns means हिंदी में उसको प्यादा बोलते हैं. 8 pawns. The policy for the pawns is, in the starting, one can move 2 blocks ahead, or while defending, the pawn can move vertically, diagonally, one move, that is one block for the defendants. Then they have the knight. Knight, it is known as horse. हिंदी में उसको घोड़ा बोलते हैं. The knight, policy for knight is 2.5 block it can move in every direction. In any direction it can move, but 2.5 blocks it can move. Then we have a bishop. Bishop means ऊंट बोलते हैं. Bishop, it moves diagonally, either at right or at left. Diagonally it can work. Within this boundary, we have a rooks. Rooks जिसको हाथी बोलते हैं. Rooks, it can move horizontally or vertically. Then we have a queen. Queen can move in any direction. We have a king. King can move only one block in any direction, unless and until it has been made check, or to defend he can move only one block. So these are nothing but the policies for each and every these pawns and all this, each and every players. So right, so this is policy and strategy. Now we will see the evaluation of this strategy, how this strategy has been evolved. The evolution since from 400 BC. In 400 BC, the word strategy was derived from the Greek word strategos or strategia. That means the direction, that means the art and science for directing the military forces. This word basically was meant for the military forces, to direct the military forces. Then this word started. In 1911, F.W. Taylor introduced the concept, that is scientific management. In this scientific management, basically F.W. Taylor advocated the work which was done specifically for the work method. This F.W. Taylor advocated the work methods. Basically, the concern of his work was on the operational level management, where he changed the thumb rule into scientific base, where he separated the planning and doing. So these were the things which F.W. Taylor as a scientific management. In same 1911, the interrogative courses in management was introduced in 1911 by the Harvard Business School at providing the managerial capability. So for providing the management capability, he introduced this subject in as an integrative courses in management. In 1916, Henry Fayol he introduced this term, especially the modern management. The modern management, basically modern management was focused on the administrative work, and he was the only one and first author to introduce this concept, basically looking at the enhancement or overall development of the managerial skills. He was the first author who introduced this concept to develop the managerial skills, where he designed the 14 principles, and till today each and every organization is following his principles, 14 principles of management. In 1930, Elton Mayo, he introduced a social management, where he did an Hawthorne experiment with his 3 colleagues. Basically, the Elton Mayo, he is the Australian psychologist with his 3 colleagues, that is William Dixon, Whitehead and Routledge Berger. He worked on the Hawthorne and introduced the social concept, especially in the management, while he worked on the human psychology and the motivationals and all. These concepts were brought by Elton Mayo in the industry. In 1959, the Gordon and Howell, they published the report, and they recommended business policy to the business schools, where in which they integrated marketing, HR, finance, operation and the problems related to it to solve the problems, especially the organization they do have. So this was introduced by the Gordon and Howell. They published the report. In 1969, the American Assembly of Collegiate School of Business, they made mandatory the subject business policy for the B schools. While as in 1974, this subject or this course was adopted by the management B schools, especially in US, especially in America, and from that it was spread all over the world. And in 1990, the schools, business schools like IMM and all business schools which were running in which were existing in India, they adopted this business policy as a course in their education. So this was the evaluation of the strategy. So today we covered strategy, the introduction to the strategy and evaluation of strategy. If you have any query, any doubt, please contact me. Till then, thank you. Thank you so much.